So welcome back everyone, Mike here. Kind of a different type of video here this evening compared to what you're used to seeing. I'm actually just sitting out here in the woods back behind the house at this old table, and I got a bench here. On a side note, Melissa actually drug this table out in this bench because when she hikes the dogs out on these trails, it's usually at this point on the way back where Stanley kind of wants to take a little break before he heads the rest of the way to the house. So it's actually a pretty nice place to just kind of sit and look around and see what's going on in the woods. But if you notice, it's actually kind of a quiet evening out here. And if you've been watching our channel over the last couple weeks, you know it's been getting pretty loud around here. You know, during the middle of the day, it usually sounds something like this. Now that noise that you just heard, that is the 17-year cicada, millions of them. And it's actually only the males that make the noise. They do that to kind of attract the females, I guess. I'm not sure how that all works. But they're actually kind of a fascinating little creature. They live in the ground for 17 years, and then they come out of the ground, and you'll see little holes in the ground. They look like this. Kind of looks like you aerated your lawn, but that's the cicadas crawling out. And they come out and they head straight for the trees, and they climb up the trees and out on the branches. And then at that point, they kind of have this exterior kind of a skeleton thing, and they shed that, and then you have the adult cicada. They have the wings, they can fly, and then the males start making all that noise that you hear. Now they kind of come in waves, if you know what I mean. Like every day there'll be more and more coming out of the ground. The first few waves, there's millions of them, keep in mind. They get eaten by literally everything. I mean the turkeys, raccoons, squirrels, dogs, cats, birds, everything is eating. I mean it's like the old country buffet for wildlife out here. They can just eat and eat and eat. And it gets to a point where they can't eat anymore. So as the next wave of cicadas comes out of the ground, they have a chance to get to the trees and do their thing. You know, they make all the noise, they mate, then the females lay their eggs, and then they die. And they also kind of burrow into the ends of branches. There's some oak trees over in our yard right now where the ends are starting to fall off. It's kind of nature's way of pruning them, I guess. I don't know. But they are kind of a nuisance, but like I said, they're actually pretty fascinating when you think how all this works. And the animals around here, I mean, they say after a year of cicadas like this, turkeys are loving it. I mean, like I said, everything just stuffs themselves and they get to where they can't eat anymore. Like our chickens, for example, they haven't even touched their regular food in weeks. I mean, they just kind of lay around. You know what I mean? All they do is eat, eat, eat. And people actually have problems with their dogs eating these things. And people actually eat cicadas. And you're not going to see that in this video. But I guess they cook them up, bake them. I don't know what they do, but tons of people eat cicadas. I'm not going to do that. But anyway, a question that I've been asked several times in the comments, when they get real loud like they do in the middle of the day, people are wondering if a loud noise will silence a cicada. So you know what? Earlier today, I thought I'm just going to try that out and see. So it was kind of around noon. The sun was out and it was super loud. And I got out a shotgun and I fired off 4 rounds just to see if it would quiet them down even for a few seconds. No, it doesn't. Well, there you have it. The answer is no. Loud noises will not silence the cicada. They didn't really seem to care at all, actually. They may even got louder. I couldn't tell. But like I said earlier, this time of the evening, they get nice and quiet. Tomorrow, it'll ramp back up again about 10 o'clock in the morning. About 10 to 2 seems to be when they're really active, making the most noise. And like I said, it's just the males that make the noise. They're actually hollow inside. And they got this little muscle in there. I mean, I am no expert on this, but it got this little muscle. It vibrates back and forth. And the hollow thing is kind of like an amplifier. And it's almost like they have little speakers on the side. And they make so much noise. And it does get pretty annoying, but I think we only have a few more weeks and they'll be gone. I've been noticing some just dropping from the trees, dying. Those are ones that already mated. They laid their eggs. I think they lay their eggs in the branches, and those branches fall off and they hatch down into the ground for 17 more years, and they'll be back. And all the critters in the woods will eat like kings again 17 years from now. But anyway, I want to mention, for anyone that may have stumbled upon this video and you're not familiar with our channel, I'll briefly tell you what it's about. We live in Western Pennsylvania. We have a bunch of property here, and on this channel it's kind of all about the finer things in life, like cutting firewood, tractors, property maintenance, you know, deer hunting, all those sorts of things. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell, really. So if those things, you know, kind of interest you and you'd like to, go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon beside it, and you'll get notifications when we upload. But anyway, I think that's about it on the 17-year cicada. They should be going soon. Like I said, they're actually fascinating little creatures when you get to know them. But anyway, like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.